Guys, deluded. Now, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure you guys saw my vid in which I just randomly thought of some players that might depart their clubs, and I'm sure I said Lewandowski. Forgive me if I'm wrong, and I was waffling in this case. But you've seen his agent come out, if you've been looking at Sky Sports or whatever, and say he wants to leave, he needs a new challenge, etc. And you can forgive him for wanting that. I mean, he's scored at his home ground, his home country clubs. He went to Munich. I mean Dortmund. Sorry, he did his thing there. He's solidified himself as one of the top number nines. He's won the domestic title in Germany and everything that goes with it. I'm pretty sure he wants the Champions Leagues. And if we're honest, Bayern Munich are always going to have a chance, but if we look at the Madrids and the Barças, even though Barca have not really been there, they are slacking. Like they really do need to kick on a bit and bring in some stars or something. And they're not really on the Galactico thing. They spend money, but they're not really on the 80, 90 million on one player thing. So they might have a problem. And Lewandowski has had something to say with that. I saw a quote ages ago about we need to sign the best players. If we want to be competitive in the Champions League, we need to sign better players, etc., etc. And at 29 years of age, you can forgive him for wanting a new challenge because it might not come again. Now, the only teams that can afford Lewandowski, clearly, PSG, but they've got their FFP problems, so I don't know if how that's gonna work unless they sell Cavani, Di Maria or something, and they want Dembele allegedly. So there's the PSGs, there's the Cities. I mean, if Sergio leaves, you could do feud to get any better than Lewandowski. Many people point to the fact he's 29 and he's turning 30 soon, and that's not long years left, but he's 29 turning 30. That's at least 2-3 years. Even if it's 2-3 years. And even if he wins a league title or a Champions League title in his first year, again, this is hypothetical, and does nothing else, are you not going to say that's money well spent? Clearly, signing Lewandowski is not going to be one from a business point of view, because if you look at it just purely from business, regardless of the ability, it is not worth it. But football things need to be done, and City want to kick on. If Sergio leaves, how can you get any better than him? Unless you can find a younger talent. How can you get any better than Lewandowski wanting to leave a club? Really and truly. If Arsenal had the money, we got Aubameyang and Lacazette, but I'd buy him as well. Think of just slap a 4-3-3 there or something, man. So there's an extreme outside chance, but one is my only imagination is Liverpool. Now they've spent mad peas, so I don't know how much money they got, and I don't know if they can do this. They in talks to allegedly get Fekir. They've spent money on Fabinho, 60 odd million on KR, 75 on Van Dijk. So I don't know if that's their own bands or that's the Coutinho money in it. But Liverpool, surely, he's worked on the clock before. I mean, could you imagine, granted Salah kind of plays up there now, but could you imagine somehow Lewandowski up front, behind them, Mane, Salah, Firmino, behind that, Keita and Fabinho? Are you mad? That should, a centre-half on top of that, even though they got two decent centre... Shut up, man, about your low back. Even though they got two decent centre-halves in Joe Gomez and, what's his name, man, Van Dijk, I believe. That's a mess side. That's a side that should be competing for the league. So I'd say that as well. Obviously, Barca, but they're not going to get him. They don't really need that. Madrid as well. Now, Madrid have said they're not looking for a number 9. He said he wanted to join Madrid once upon a time. He said he doesn't want to join... they don't want to sign another 9. Whether that's because Zidane likes Benzema, I don't know. But that's someone they should definitely be going for, to be honest with you. Lewandowski, again, he's one of the biggest men in the league, in the top 5 leagues, and one of the best strikers. But his technical ability is downplayed. His playmaking at times and his free kicks and even his runs is downplayed to just simply being a goal scorer. Like, a man got in 40 odd appearances. He's got 48 appearances or something this year. He's got 40 odd goals and like 5 assists. He's a leng man. 11 appearances in the Champions League, 5 goals. That could be better, but he's a leng man. Also, Chelsea should make a move for him on the basis that I don't know if they still got the bans like they used to, and I know their owners in Israel handling some business right now, but that will allegedly Courtois and Hazard want to see some big boy signings before they commit their futures to the club. The fans obviously need to see some signings, because if we're honest, their recent recruitment has been woeful, to be nice. Rudiger probably the last one you could say, all right, cool, stood up and take note, really and truly, of these Chelsea signings. They're signing Giroud and things like that, no disrespect to him. But if they want to get back to trying to compete in the Champions League, the reason Hazard joined the club and trying to win the league title, which they should have tried to retain it last year, that is a between him and Fekir, they need a signing to just gas the players and gas the fans. So that's that as well. Like, it's been no secret that Lewandowski wants to leave Munich. I've said this before, and you've seen the comments. Even one of the Bayern Munich hierarchies was coming out and blasting him and his agent for talking and trying to talk about transfer policies and stuff like that. You also saw little murmurs with Lewandowski towards the end of the season about playing time, and because he was being rested and subbed and all of these things. So we don't know if he wants to genuinely engineer the move or if it's his agent. He has hired the same agent that it helped get PSG, the PSG Neymar deal done. So we'll see what happens in the summer. Obviously, he's at a World Cup, so any move, at least for the next just over a month, is going to be extremely complicated, or it's going to take a bit of time. So we'll see how this one develops if he actually does leave Bayern Munich. Guys, deluded, get in the comments, subscribe, and do the rest. I'm out.